behind us, we have another tree. This tall thing with the bark that looks like potato chips stuck to it. That is a black cherry. Black cherry is a cool tree to me. It's not great firewood. It burns, it smells good. It's a better smoking wood than it is a firewood though. It's also, have you noticed how much cough syrup is cherry flavored? Well, it's because there's trace amounts of prussic acid. It's highly volatile. So prussic acid is a precursor to cyanide, which will kill you. If you were to eat a handful of green black cherry wood twigs with the leaf buds on it, you would. But you can't because it tastes terrible. You're not going to eat that much. Cattle, however, if they're not fed, will get into it. And there are cattle deaths on record of browsing like sprouts of black cherry. But all the cherries contain protocyanide, okay? How do you get rid of it? Well, you boil it. If you take the inner bark of big black cherry trees, not little saplings, but big trees, and you boil the bark hard, you get a decoction that smells lovely eventually, because it starts out smelling kind of bitter, and then it smells good, and it's bright red, and it tastes like cherries without any sugar in it. Kind of an interesting flavor. Well, if you add a bunch of sugar and then cook that into a syrup, make lozenges, there's enough trace prussic acid that it keeps you from coughing.
And you mean inner bark?
The
like
inner
you'd have
bark
to cut
off
the
a tree that size.
You'd have to cut the tree.
Yep, when you cut the tree, you split it, knock the bark off, save the bark. You can dry it for years, throw it in a pot, boil the hell out of it.
Okay.
The leaf buds too. It's just a really pain in the butt to gather so many
Man,
of them.
but there's so much toxin in that. I would be nervous. I'm not telling you to do this. I'm telling you what can be done.
Right.
The fruit on black cherries, I absolutely love. And a lot of people find them too much of a pain to deal with because they're mostly pit and they're not a lot of meat. True. They're a little bit bitter. Yes, they are. I love them. And I eat them by the mouthfuls when I can get them. I put 15, 30, 75 in my mouth, and then I spit seeds for a while. They have a lot of anti-inflammatory properties. So what I do, I take and I get a big stock pot, 2/3 to 3/4 full of the cherries, and I get rid of all the twigs and the little stems. It takes some work. So now I've got 5 or 6 pounds of black cherries. I'll pour water in until it's just at the top of the cherries, and I'll simmer it. And I'll simmer it for maybe an hour. And then I'll pour the juice into another container, and I'll put the cherries in a colander over the container, and I'll mash them through with my hands or a potato masher or whatever, and I mash all the skins and the fruit down through the colander into the juice. So I have a bunch of pits left when I'm done, and I got a bunch of juice that's thick sludge with cherry skins and cherry fruit bit. And then I take it and I can take it straight, but what's really good, don't get mad at me for this, I mix it 2/3 cherry juice, 1/3 7-Up. Super good. And I take a glass of that a day, and it's great for antispasmodic stuff, anti-inflammatory stuff. I have a sciatic nerve issue that it helps a lot with. I don't really have much of an issue anymore, honestly, but I did have a bad, and I also had a rib that was out. And until I got that rib fixed, it would really hurt. I'd drink that, it'd feel better, and then I could work it in. When that rib would pop back into place, I'd puke. So, yeah. But that's all better now.
The Lions Club sells cherry concentrate. Is that what they're doing?
Yeah, it's expensive.
Oh, yeah.
It works great. But the homemade cherry stuff with a shot of 7-Up, man, that's my secret thing. I love it so much.
Is that what you did with those cherries we gathered in that cemetery?
Absolutely. It also, when you're drinking that much cherry skins, it is going to make you poo.
Sure.
That's not a bad thing. It's a feature, not a flaw, but you will shit. So.
The big problems with the black cherry is how tall that is.
It's a big tree. You got to find young ones.
Yeah. Where we found them in the cemetery, and George was, "Wah!"
You spread out tarps and we'll just shake the tops, the limbs, and Sam Thayer in his books has a bunch of stuff about like tools for berry gathering and other kinds of foraging. And I've not done most of that, but what I have done is made a bunch of long hooked poles I can reach up and shake branches with and get them.
Use my cane that day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Any port in a storm. Well, that's it for now. I think I'm pretty much good. I hope there's some thoughts that I had that were enlightening or at least inspired you to look into some other stuff. If you have some kind of property that's got a lot of wild plants on it, I encourage you to start going out like once a week and just looking at the changes. It's a magical, magical thing in a real way. I love it so much.